Hi, Genki Call here with your Soulforge offerings for the week of February 19th, 2024. So we have a couple of summoning stones that might be interesting to you. The first is Lamashtu if you need her for your Guild Wars teams, or you need that empowered mana converter. Another mana converter is also available this week, and that is the Daughter of Ice, who also creates an ice storm every time she casts, also empowered. So, those are options. If you're desperate to get them, you can try using up some of your jewels to get them, but that's entirely up to you. As far as what we have craftable in the Soulforge, eh. The Autumnal Imp is only notable because they are seasonal. The Imps are seasonal. They do scatter damage, destroy 10 gems. If an enemy dies, gain 8 magic. The gimmick for the Imps is that they will gain 8 magic every time you match the color that they use. And actually, the only one I ever use is the Winter Imp, but entirely up to you, as I say. Shahbanu Vespera. Now, she is a good one. I do enjoy this troop. So give this number, whatever your number is, to a random skill on an ally. Create 9 gems of their mana color, then repeat 2 more times for random enemies. The trick with Shahbanu Vespera is to go with a monochromatic team, so all blue, all yellow, or all purple, and you will loop and loop and loop, and she can cast on herself and catch one of these other colors, but for the most part, you're going to loop like crazy. It's a very slow burn, but so satisfying just to loop them to death and watch all of your skills just skyrocket every time she casts. She has a chance to summon a Djinn every time you match 4+ gems, so if you lose a troop, the Djinn does use, I believe, purple and yellow, which mana blocks her, which, is not good, but, I don't like her summons, but other than that, she's a very good troop. I have a video on that you'll find linked in the last 15 seconds of this video if you want to check out a spotlight on Shahbanu Vespera. Nutcracker, I actually really like Nutcracker. He eliminates all armor from any enemy you want, explode all gems of one of the enemy's colors, and then explodes all stone blocks. Just ignore that last part. That's only really good for the underworld and the few troops that create stone blocks, but he is a good mana generator, and he does take care of all of that armor. And he's impervious, and 5 armor to all mechs when matching 4+ gems. So you can get a 50% mana start on this if you're running with Mechanist class, so yeah, he's pretty good. Legendary. Let's see, these two are always here. Flaming Oni. I think this is the most notable of the mythics in here. Mostly because of this. Convert 2 red gems to burning gems when my turn begins. So if you're lucky, say you're running with Leprechaun, you've got those red gems near the green gems that Leprechaun is going to blow up, you can get burn on your enemy the very first turn, which can be very useful if you're using something with Fireblade, triple skull damage to burning enemies, or anything that gets a boost off of burning enemies. Also summons the Firestorm at the start of battle, and he summons, and he explodes all of the green gems on the board, basically, and he gets an extra turn. So I hardly ever use him, but he is a good troop for what he does. Sparkinator, steal armor from all enemies, create 10 bomb gems, then explode a random gem, which may or may not hit those bomb gems that you just created. If you're not running with something that explodes the board, and they're not running with something that explodes, good chance that most of the board will become cluttered with bomb gems unless he happens to get near one of those with his explode. Gets some armor when matching red gems, and has some skull and spell damage reduction. All in all, is it worth 800 diamonds? Not to me. But if you need a troop for Adana, and you don't have the other ones that you need, I still wouldn't craft him personally, but that's just me. Also, very important, this is the end of this Soulforge cycle. We have a brand new cycle starting next week, so the mythic that you want the most may be in next week's Soulforge. Could be Ironhawk, could be High King Irongut, could be whatever it is you're looking for that you want the most. It is possible that it could be in the Soulforge in the next few weeks, so keep that in mind before deciding where you're going to spend your diamonds. As far as the last craftable mythic in here, we have Cantor. He does true damage to the first and last enemies boosted by blue gems, which is terrible. It's a terrible, terrible spell for a mythic. Shoggorath does it better, because Shoggorath also silences and blows up the board. So if you want something like this, go for Shoggorath in the Underworld instead, as it is much better. You know, if you need a mythic for Blackhawk for your power levels, 4 armor to all blue allies when matching blue gems. Meh is what I have to say about him. As far as weapons go, there is one in here that is very notable. Well, no, Hope's Crescent is pretty good, but Doomed Glaive, this is considered the best of the splody weapons of the doomed nature. Damage to all enemies, +1 per tempering level, convert brown gems to doomed skulls. Yes, brown gems to doomed skulls. So, it's amazing to run with, say, Queen Beatrix or King Gobtruffle, who create all of that brown on the board, brown and green. Green will feed right back into this weapon. There are lots of different ways that you can use this, but I have a video about the doomed weapons. I'll link in at the end if you want to check that out, if you want more information. It also creates a leaf storm. Absolutely, if you love the doomed weapons, you don't have to have this maxed out for this to be powerful. That's the thing about the doomed weapons that create doom skulls, because you're going to blow them away with the doom skulls anyway. But I digress. There's more on that in the other video you'll see in the last 15 seconds of this video. As far as Hope's Crescent goes, this is actually very, very powerful, especially if their life is greater than yours. If it's greater than yours, that you will do triple damage and eliminate all of their armor. Straight up just eliminate all their armor, plus you can do triple damage. So very, very cool as far as that goes. This can be very, very helpful, especially if you're low level, because everything, it has life greater than yours pretty much. And that triple damage plus taking away all their armor is very, very, very nice. The Wolf Hammer. This does damage to an enemy boosted by Mogrim Woods allies, then creates a mix of 6 blue and green gems for each Mogrim Woods ally, which is great, except that I don't want to use a blue and green team for Underspire, which means it's useless for Underspire. Here's one of the cheapo weapons. I recommend grabbing these whenever you can. If you can't craft any other weapon, you do not want to get weapon blocked. I'll have a video on that at the end of LinkedIn, so that you can check out the reason why you don't want to get power level blocked on these weapons. But this one removes all green gems. You'll get no mana out of it, but it will boost your spell and deny the green gems to your enemy. And damage. And if the enemies from Mogrim Woods or the battles in Mogrim Woods, deal double damage. Next is Lupine's Edge. Lupines. Anyway, damage to an enemy boosted by War Gear. Once again, mix of 6 green and red gems for each War Gear. And we have Devil's Bane. Devil's Bane will do damage to an enemy with a 4% chance to kill them, boosted by demon enemies. So for each demon enemy, you can get an additional 16%. So you can get up to 20% chance to kill if they're all demons, which is not great, but it is an insta-kill chance. Moonblade. Moonblade does damage to an enemy, then converts 3 gems of one of their mana colors to lycanthropy gems. You can see how I feel about lycanthropy gems. Nah, I do not like them. I do not like them, but you know, if you like them, then there's a way for you to convert them. I think that's it. Nope. We have a couple more. Oh, wait. Yes, 2 more. This is not one of the other cheap ones. This one is going to do damage to an enemy. If they're Hunter's Mark, you're going to steal 6 life from them. it doesn't hunter's mark. So you gotta depend on something else to hunter mark them, and it's only 6 life that it's stealing, so this is very bad. But if you need a weapon for your power level, there's another one for you. As far as the final weapon, the Path of the Wolf is available in the Journey event. Don't waste your diamonds on this. Just get it with your gems if possible. Even if you don't like the Journey event and you're bulking and you don't want to do it, I understand. But getting it with your gems is a lot better than using your hard-earned diamonds. This will do damage to an enemy boosted by purple allies and war gear allies, which is, you know, whatever. It's okay. Anyway, I believe that brings this video to an end. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Check out the videos popping up on the screen now if you are so inclined. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye!